Imagine waking up with a clear sense of purpose, exactly knowing what you want to do, what goals you want to achieve, and how you want to do it. Picture yourself being successful and achieving all your dreams, chasing all your dreams, regardless of all the obstacles you face in your life. Now, think about the opposite, a life where dreams remains dreams. And what's the one thing you think are standing in your way? That's consistency. Consistency is the missing piece that turns dreams into reality. By end of this video, not only you'll understand how to be consistent, but you'll understand how to take any project in this world step by step, creating results you never thought would be possible. Consistency is like a muscle. The more you train it, the more it will improve. But it's not like any other muscle in your body, because when you do your workouts, the in few days you will realize you are gaining some gains, your muscles are increasing. But consistency is not like that. It takes a lot of time than normal, but I can assure you that it's the silent builder of any successful person. Consistency is what separates average from the extraordinary. Today we are going to unlock the power. When we do it, you will realize consistency is not just a habit, it's a superpower. Let me share something about my journey. I've been working in 9 to 6 job from like last 1.5 year, more than actually 1.5 year. And I started YouTube 4 months ago. When I started, I was with so much energy and I was full of ideas. I was completely excited. I was always like, I want to do this, I want to do this. But the more I started doing it, it felt so much hard to balance my 9 to 6 job and the YouTube, because when I do my 9 to 6 job, I already exhaust myself a lot because I work 40 hours in a week. After working 40 hours in a week, coming back home and starting to work on this YouTube was not so easy. I definitely struggle with consistency. I felt like it's really, really harder. The more I'm trying, the more harder it is becoming. But I found a way to break through this. Today I'm going to share you those lessons so you don't feel the same burnout, same exhaust in your life when you're starting something after your work, or a side hustle, or a new project, or a startup, or something like that. I'm sure many of you can relate to. It's very hard to balance work, dreams, and staying consistent feels like an impossible task. You can start something with high hopes, but somewhere along the way, it feels so hard. It feels like a burden. Like when I started my YouTube, when I started, I had so much excitement, but the more I'm doing, at some point, I actually felt like it was a burden, and I slowly realized the excitement, the fire fading away. But I found a way and pushed through this and found how to be consistent. If I can do it, you can do it too. Today, we are going to unlock the power of consistency, and I will show you how small things leads to big changes. We all have been there. We set our goals with enthusiasm, we start strong, but then life happens. There will be so much fatigue, there's so many distractions and doubts. Before we know what's happening, our goals are so far from us. It's not because we are lazy. Consistency is really hard. It needs 100% commitment, 100% focus, especially when there are a million things actually trying to get our attention. You have probably started your fitness journey, or that small project, or that small startup, even a habit that you are really excited about, but somehow you see yourself ended up on the couch watching the TV or watching the Netflix, feel bad about yourself. You think it's not for you. You think you're not able to do it, but it's not right. You have to find that one thing called consistency. Motivation can actually take you some more distance, but you need consistency to actually go more, because when you're motivated you want to do that, so you will do it for like 2 to 3 days, but after 2 to 3 days you won't have the same motivation. Then you will stop doing it, or some other distractions will come and grab you. But at that time, if you're consistent, if you have consistent habits, if you can do when you're not actually feeling like doing it, that's when you will achieve the consistency. And I'm here to show you you can do it too. And it starts with small habits and you will get very big results. The biggest reason we struggle with consistency is we try to do so many things at once. We think that doing more things will give you the results, but that's not true. The truth is, without the clarity, all the efforts leads nowhere. The key isn't just effort, it's focus. If you watch my previous video, I explain more about the power of now. In that book, the author Eckhart Tolle talks about how important is being in the now. If you are in the now, it's very hard to do so many things. You can only focus on one thing. So it's really good to focus on only one thing than so many things. When you focus on so many things, you can't give your 100% to anything, and you will definitely, I won't say you will definitely fail, but you are more bound to fail. We live in a world that constantly says the more harder you work, the more results you get, the more faster you will get successful. And the world says the more longer you work, you will achieve your goals more faster. But let me tell you something, when you're trying to do everything, you are doing nothing. The secret isn't how much effort you put in, it's more about how much focus you can put in on one thing at a time. Consistency isn't about making huge leaps every day, it's all about making those small steps every single day. The small actions you take every single day will compound into much bigger thing tomorrow. Just assume it as like money. If you save small amount of money every single day, at some point it will become so much money. It's the same way, if you are being consistent in small things every single day, the more you do, you will become more consistent in more things, and slowly you'll start being consistent on more big things than the things you started before, and soon enough you will find yourself something far greater than what you started with. Let me tell you something, consistency doesn't require any grand gestures. It doesn't require you to be really perfect. What it requires is you showing up every single day. You are not giving up on any day. Even when you feel like not doing, when you feel like, oh, today is not the day, I don't think I want to do it today, I'm so tired. If you show up on those days, you will definitely see the results in future. The small habits you form today will compound into massive things tomorrow. When I started my YouTube channel, I found it really hard to be consistent. It felt like I cannot do it. That's when I realized I have to be consistent to achieve this. I have to be consistent to post every week a video. So I remember few weeks I couldn't make any videos. So I shot something, like I shot like the things I do in the day, like when if I go to cafe I shot those, if I go to some events I shot those and I uploaded those. But those are not the videos that I really planned or scripted. I quickly realized that's something I cannot do and escape every single week. I felt like I have to be consistent. That's when I started making small habits in my day-to-day life that actually gave me more time to script the things, film my videos, edit my videos, and upload consistently every single Friday. Start by setting small, achievable goals. These actions should be so simple that you can do it at any time in a day. For example, if you are trying to be fit, keep your goal as exercising 5 minutes a day. Exercising 5 minutes a day is not hard. You can definitely do it. You can definitely be consistent. As you start doing 5 minutes every single day, you can increase your time from 5 minutes to 10 minutes after like 1 month, and you start doing 10 minutes a day exercise, and then you see yourself being so much consistent with it. In my case, for YouTube, I started writing the script or taking the bullet points whenever I get time. So when if I'm on break during my work hours, I take a notepad. If I get any idea, I'll keep writing it. So every time I'm on break, I told myself I have to write an idea for my script, or I have to write a line for my script, or I have to start thinking about how I'm going to say it in my video. So those are the small things I started. Me doing those consistently helped me posting YouTube videos every single Friday. Editing is the thing that takes a lot of time, and it was really hard to be consistent. So I said myself, every day when I come home, I will spend half an hour on editing. Just half an hour, nothing more. And I really felt like it's so much easier to edit. So after finishing that half an hour, I definitely close my laptop and do something else. In this way, I'm not burning out doing editing for like hours and hours. Before, I used to do editing for like 4 hours, 5 hours straight. I remember not sleeping well and waking up next day like very tired. That's not great. I think it's really good to have some kind of calendar. Try to do the things you wrote yourself for in the calendar, and try to be consistent. These small actions won't take up much time, but they will build a habit that eventually leads to big results. The turning point for me came when I accepted I was going to see immediate results. I was not looking for overnight success anymore. Instead of trying to do everything perfectly, I'm starting to focus only on one thing, one video a week. So it would be one script per week, once editing per week. I felt more confident in my ability of being consistent. It was the power of consistent effort. When you stay consistent, even when it feels nothing is happening, you are building the foundation for your success. It's the compound effort. The small actions you take each day are the building foundations of the success. Now I'm able to balance my full-time job, YouTube channel without feeling so much overwhelmed. I learned how to set realistic goals and take small steps daily, and most importantly, trust the process. Now that you know the power of consistency, it's time to put into action. The question is, will you show up every single day even though you're not seeing any results? Will you be consistent even if it feels like nothing is changing? The answer is in your hands, but the truth is consistency is the bridge between where you are now and where you want to be. It takes time to take that first step. Are you ready to take it? And if you like this video, you know the drill. Like this video, share this video, subscribe to my channel. I will come back soon.